someone that's the lead, right? So I am going to tell her what to do with her body, and she's responding. You see how I push forward to the left, and she moved back? I come forward with this one, and then she comes back. So we're just dancing. I am the lead, so she's responding. So now take away our hands, and now we're doing the same thing, but now we're fighting instead of dancing. I see that movement, and I step back. I push with the front leg. Now I push with the back leg, depending on what she's doing. So do something. So now I push the front leg and I press back. Go back, push the back leg and go forward. So we're going to be pushing forward, we're going to be pushing back. We're going to be pushing to the side, we're going to be pushing back to the side. We're coming forward, we're coming back. We're just making a T. It's the hardest thing to unlearn. Remember, if you're going to the left, the first thing to move is not your left foot, it's your right foot. Everything in boxing and fighting is opposite. So if I'm going left, push with the right, sorry brother, push with the right, and I'm just catching with the left. Push with the left, push with the back. You don't even have to lift your foot. You can just keep it like, you can keep your toe connected to the ground. Yeah, you don't have to lift it. Cross, I'm gonna step back, and then he's gonna step forward again, and then he's gonna hook. Okay, what we did not do last class that we're going to introduce in this class is that as that hook is coming, then I do not want to, we just did this, right? So that jab's coming here. That cross coming here, and I'm like, oh, the hook's coming here. I'm gonna get knocked out, okay? So we're not swinging back and forth. We're keeping our mind open to what's exactly happening. So as he steps forward and he hooks, then instead of as he does this, instead of me rolling back this way, what I'm doing is I'm still rolling this way, but I'm bringing my body down, keeping my forehead up, and coming under. Now in boxing, maybe they might teach you to bring your head in because you can shove in with the shoulder, or you can shove in like this. You can keep your head down like this in boxing as you do stuff. But in MMA, that's not going to work because keep your head down. They can turn that into a guillotine. They can turn that into just a straight up knee. Like there's so many reasons why you don't want to keep your head down. So keep your head up. And that way, worst comes to worst, you're in a situation that you can even just lead with the head, and you can take down legs. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. Keep your head up. So from here, it's going to be step forward, off to the side, here. And I like to do one of these where we're going to be stepping out with the roll. So as he steps forward, I like to step out with the roll. That way I'm in this position to where I can just immediately just go in for it. Now, instead of coming up to punch, I'm going to keep my head in. And this is typically really dumb. You don't want to do this. You only want to do this if you are intentionally trying to bait him. I know that he can't punch me from there, okay? So that means try to cross and hit. That means I can get out of the way of his punch. But when we're fighting, his mind might not process that because I'm going to trick him with a magic trick. So as I come down, I'm going to keep my head here. And I'm going to be like, well, obviously he's going to try to hit me with this. Because what you do after a hook is you're already lined up to do the two again. And so he's going to come in for that two after I roll, hook. I'm going to roll, and I see this, and I'm going to step back. And I'm waiting for this, and I'm going to just basically go right out of the way. As I see it, I'm going to time it, come right out of the way. Instead of hitting here, what your partner's going to do is they're going to be, after we slip out of the way, they're going to be kicking with that back leg, which is very common whenever you're doing Muay Thai. You're going to be crossing, and as you cross, you can even use that hand to block the eye. So you're not quite in range. You want to be in range, but this is just to make your opponent think that you missed, but really what you're doing is you're leaning forward with a head kick, which I love doing, or just for today, we're doing body kick. Because this might not be in range, but this is in range. And so now we just stepped out. Oh, we're safe. I want to counter. But too bad. As I'm countering, I'm getting lit up. Okay? So this comes out, comes in. Now he goes to kick. And we're doing the drill from the beginning. Now this is going to bruise up your shins if you're not prepared for it. So when you touch your partner, you're touching like calf. You're doing calves to outside. We're not doing bone to bone. We're just doing the calf to outside here, just for safety reasons. So that's not the right technique. Head is in a very dangerous position. Now it's not. Boom. But we're not doing that.